Hey guys, Donyale here from helpingbuildbridgesacross.com. So excited, I wanted to share with you my book, Live Heart Inspired by Donyale. I use my middle name. You have to learn that story for yourself. You have to go check out the site, helpingbuildbridgesacross.com, and the About page will tell you why my middle name. I look out my window a lot because where I'm located, I can see a nice view of the trees, kind of covered with snow in my area, but that's cool. It's what it is. And I'm only saying that because you're going to see my eyes glance that way sometime, and I didn't want you to wonder, what is she looking at? The camera's over here. I also got other things going on, but this is real taping. This is what we do. Not trying to make it a production. Trust me, I don't have any camera people here but me. Woohoo! I got my shirt on, guys. Making Gratitude Contagious. Lean up a little bit. Got the heart. Always got to have the heart. So be sure if you are feeling this shirt, Making Gratitude Contagious, you know what? I just like to wear, share, and surround my life by what makes me grateful. It doesn't have to be my stuff. It could be anything. And the fact that you're joining in with us, just being here, just listening, just sharing, anything you do is appreciated. It really is. So I wanted to read a couple pages out of this. I want to give you a little history. Live Heart Inspired came from a blog. It wasn't just from a blog. I have tons and tons and tons of notebooks and papers written since 2014 because that's when I came online with helpingbuildbridgesacross.com. I used to call it a different names. I would have it as HBBA. Really is kind of the acronym because let's face it, helping build bridges across is very long. But it is what it is. It's what I felt. So HBBA is what I shorten it, but there are a lot of HBBAs. So be it, right? But they're not me. Haha. I just feel like being light today. I just finished recording the podcast, Don't Get Stuck. So be sure to check that out. And now I'm doing this one. This is going to be titled Live Heart Inspired. How about that? Live Heart Inspired by Donyale. So this book was a collaboration of different blogs that I had did over the years. And not every single one was a blog. Some of these were just like little notes on a I don't know, in my journal on paper. Here I am in this season of my life, and I have to tell you, looking back, I guess people say this all the time, you look back and it makes sense now. The things that you wrote, and you write plays, or you made little scribbles in your journal, or you were always that kid was talking, got in trouble sometimes for talking in class. And it makes sense now that it's just kind of who you are, And some people figure that out a lot earlier than me. But anyway, I'm going to read some of the pages from my book because I think of like Mr. Rogers. What was that? Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. That's right. And I'm dating myself. Don't care. I was a kid, by the way, when that show was out. When I saw it, and I used to be at my grandmother's house. I would stay over there. My mom and dad worked, and I would stay over there with them. And I would have that show on. And what I loved about that show was, as a kid, they had like the little village, and he would have a little train that goes through. Check it out. If you haven't seen Mr. Rogers, I'm sure they got it on YouTube or something. Google it. The cutest thing. It was like for a kid like me who just loved to dream and imagine things. I felt like I lived in that village, and I'd be on the little train, and I'd stop in the little village and stop and talk to the other stuffed animals that were there, play puppets they were doing back then. But it was so special, and I think back to a kid's heart. The same. If you're working in an environment with kids in any capacity, even if it's a part-time job, I don't know, working at some birthday party place, and I can say this because it's personal. I know people that do. But anywho, they make the kids' life, it's like it lights up. If you go to Disney World, it's a big deal, when you're a kid. Mickey Mouse is a big deal. So just think of that. Anyway, getting off topic, Live Heart Inspired is the book, and I just want to encourage you to get this book. We're at the holiday season. Holiday seasons are hard for people because there's loss in people's lives, and sometimes everyone balances loss differently. And even if it happened any other time of the year or things are challenging, the holidays makes it harder because if you've been a family that's always gotten together for Thanksgiving or for Christmas or the New Year, whatever your thing is, or overnights or whatever, when someone's missing from that piece of that you're reminded of that. So even though you're together and celebrating, you're still bringing those people into the room. So Live Heart Inspired came from blogs and things, and it was designed to just inspire, just to encourage. I'm going to show you the pictures in a minute, but I had to read these two pieces, so I had them marked off, so I'll do that first. So I'm going to read one of the pages. This is like a journal that doesn't have a chapter. It's not chapters, go to page, chapter 5. This is strictly like a journal. Every page offers a different image, a different word. So this one says, The adventure of this journey is what can be found in this pain and this discomfort. In the greatest pressures of life's journey is when it brings to our attention appreciation and gratitude of what we had and what we have, and to be alert to not taking life's moments so easily for granted. This momentary pain brought awareness of those who live with pain constantly, and including those who have it much worse off physically. It allowed us space to find creativity to do what needs to be done, but now with new eyes, a new perspective, a search of new doors that are wide open, and required a quiet space to listen and to receive all that surrounds me. Who knew it would be, who knew it would all come through that moment of discomfort? I should have gave you the prelim, but I had a sciatic nerve condition at that time, and I was relating it to the discomfort of what it made me think about and how I had to shift my perspective. 2014, mind you. These words encouraged me. You know, my life was altered in 2016, and I live with that. My heart is tattooed with that, and then every day is a different day in regards to that. And what moves me through that is my sons, by the way. That's my why. But if you want to know more about that, you really have to go to helpingbuildbridgesacross.com. It's under Living in My Truth. It's under About. It's really throughout the whole thing. And it's not getting stuck in a chapter. It's taking what came and altered my life and making it pay dividends. It's making my pain pay dividends. So everything that I do is with the intent to make pain pay. You know, whether it's high alert or not, whatever those numbers are when you get different levels of your emotions, it's about making pain pay. And that happens for me by making other people encouraged, making other people inspired, making other people know that they are not alone and they can get through it. That's what encourages me. So that's a page out of that. I'm going to take the next page that I picked out, and then I'm going to show you some of the pictures, and then we're going to close out. Because I know you guys, you know, people are just short. Everybody's like short. You get about a few minutes, and everybody's like, woo, I got to go, honey. Okay. The next page is called Storms Along the Journey. Just one page, so it may have something before or after. But I'm going to give you what I'm reading. Oh, I got to show the picture, I guess, huh? This is a storm. Isn't that pretty, that purple? It's an actual storm. This book is full of colors, too. I'm going to just show it to you now. I will read it. I won't forget. But look at that. I mean, it's full of pictures and colors. Every page has something different. I believe in images. I love images. I love images because every image it means something to somebody. I mean, it's just a powerful thing when you can see something visually, you know. Whether you're there or just looking, you can travel there. Either way, it's beautiful. Okay, storms along the journey. So even if the scenario was one that was personal or tended to be hurtful, I still sit in the driver's seat. My viewpoint is not what happens to me, it's how I choose to react to it that matters. There are times, there are situations that can be out of control. And realistically, in those moments, you are in high winds, forced to ride the waves because your options appear minimal. Only you and I can decide how deep the devastation penetrates our heart and our mind. We can decide how to walk through it. Remaining stable, remaining joyful, or revisiting moments. Holding on to it as long as possible. We can even become bitter until it rips our heart apart. It's always a choice. I'm going to stop on that note. Always a choice. So this book is meant just what I said. It's meant for you to write on pages. I'm a person that loves to hold a book. I know you guys who have Kindles and stuff, you just want to order it. And I am actually, there is one in progress that I'm trying to get approved for. The way it works now, there's so many authors that, you know, you have to kind of wait for that process. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I have a book that you can hold. This part's pretty important. Second edition. Can you see that? Second edition. I bring that up for a reason because I have been going at this for a while. This book has gone through a lot of different avenues, and you're going to have to go to helpingbuildbridgesacross.com under Journey. It's called What in the Amazon World. I bring it up for a reason because if you were to Google this title, Live Heart Inspired by Donyale, the last time I checked, I think it was $104 out in the market. Let me say that slower. $104.51. Do you think I'd pay that? No. And I wrote it, you know, so... I just put it out there in the Global Distribution Center. Didn't know really what I was doing. So ready to jump in the water. Sometimes that's who I am. And I picked the wrong paper stock. I had already submitted it, so once you submit it, you can't pull it back out, and so now that's another whole avenue. So I decided to offer it directly through the publisher that published the book for me. And again, it's second edition. And if you go to helpingbuildbridgesacross.com under Live Heart Inspired, you'll find it. It's other places. It's on Facebook. It's on Instagram. I think it's even on YouTube. But I mean, well, YouTube because I'm doing that now. Duh. But wherever it's at, it's going to be the URL that actually is the one that you want to use. Okay. So just be sure to check it out. Live Heart Inspired is meant to be a journal that you can hold in your hand to inspire, to encourage, to reread, to stop and reflect. It's not meant to just fly through the book. You're not reading this is what happened in the beginning, this is how it ended. It's really for you to reflect, to stop and take a pause. So that's what I encourage you to do today. And thank you. Thank you for being here. I would tell you something. YouTube is a work of love. It's a labor of love because it's kind of like a production. I have to set up everything, and this is not my zone. My zone is to speak, to write, to share. And that's why the podcast is great, honey, because you can have on pajamas and your hair tied up and still talk. Here, you got to kind of come decent, I mean, some of them I already put out there. I'm like, ooh, okay, anyway. But thank you for being here. This is Donyale from Helping Build Bridges Across. I want to keep life light. I choose to continue to making gratitude contagious being the philosophy because I just want to enjoy. I enjoy this time with you. I enjoy doing this. Could do it all day. And I hope that wherever this finds you, that you know that you are not alone. You are here. If you're hurting right now, come over to helpingbuildbridgesacross.com. A lot of things to inspire, to make you consider. Get involved. How do you get involved here? By posting, by sharing. I have even something on my site, Share Your Story. I'm going to go into a different phase of that soon. So feel free to be a part of that. I mean, there's no wrong way. No one has any, there's no certain door you can't go in if you feel led to. Just let us know you're out there, okay? Donyale, Helping Build Bridges Across, Live Heart Inspired. The book is actually $19.59, not $104 or higher. It's $19.59. Direct publisher link is on helpingbuildbridgesacross.com under Live Heart Inspired by Donyale. All right, guys, that's enough. Love you guys. Eagle hugs to you. Have a great day. Bye.